Hi, I'm Barbara Jennings, and this is my YouTube channel, Short Sale Real Estate Advisors and Consultants. And in this channel, today, we're going to be talking about the 12 ways, yes, 12 ways that you can stop a foreclosure. And if this is your first time to our channel, we welcome you. And as always, if you like the information that we're providing at the end of the video, smash that like button. It helps us get our information out to everybody that needs our help. We've got a team and we've helped close over 3,500 short sales over the years. We've also helped people get relocation money from the banks when they complete a short sale with us. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about those 12 ways to stop foreclosure. So if you're interested in this, stay tuned. And as always, tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified every single time that we put new videos out, because we're putting them out 2 times a week, letting you guys know everything that we can possibly give you information about short sales, what the banks are doing, new programs, how to get free money, grants, and all that good stuff here on our channel. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Number 1, most important, have or put your house in the forbearance. So 12 ways to stop foreclosure. Number 1 is to have your house and put it in the forbearance. Number 2, repayment plan only good for a few months. So some people might say, okay, I just need a little bit of time. So you could call your bank and ask them for a payment plan of doing a what you owed back. Once you get your reinstatement fee, you ask the lender for that reinstatement fee to find out, how much you owe, and then call your bank and find out how you can structure a repayment plan. But you are going to have to make those payments, or they're just going to stick you right back in foreclosure. Number 3, this one, it's a loan modification. You can start the process and you don't have to finish it, because the majority of the loan modifications that are out there, they're just band-aids, and they just buy you time, because at the end of the day, a lot of these loan modifications, they just don't work out for the homeowners for one reason or another. I wish the banks would restructure them so people, if they got a loan mod, that it would actually work for them and they'd be able to stay in the house a lot longer. So anyway, loan modification, you're going to do the same paperwork for a loan modification that you would for a short sale, but you might be able to stay in your home a little bit longer if you do that loan modification, taking into consideration that you're able to make those payments. So that was number 3. And number 4 is a partial FHA insurance claim. FHA loan is basically, it's 3 months to a year that you're behind, not a long term. It's only, if you're 3 months up to a year, interest-free loan, it's a HUD thing, past due payments, and you get a lien on your house. So partial FHA payment, I'll have the link described a little bit more of what that actually means. It's a lot of attorney fees and legal words. So I'll just put the link down in the description. You guys can check it out. The stipulation on that partial FHA insurance is that you have to have established income. So you must be able to prove that you can make the payments going forward. So this might be good for somebody that's just a couple months behind. They've got the foreclosure notice, but they've gotten back on their feet. You got a job, and you see in the foreseeable future that you're still able to make those payments. So this might be a really good option for you to be able to stay in your home and to move forward, just because you had like maybe a health issue, or in the midst of changing jobs, or maybe it had to do with COVID. I don't know. But anyway, another option. That was number 4. And number 5, again, you're going to have some income, and making sure that you're going to be able to make the payments going forward. And this is the refi. So having a refi, if the seller has massive equity, that you can decide if you're done with the house or you want to save the house. No job. If you don't have a job, this just isn't going to work for you, is not going to be an option. But like I said, there's different programs for different people. So I just want to put all of the different options out there for you guys, so everybody can make the best decision possible that they can for themselves. And as always, my name is Barbara Jennings. I work with the local attorneys here. We've got a team of over 3,500. We've we've helped over 3,500 homeowners, correct myself again, either stay in their house and or help them complete a short sale or get a loan modification. So lots of different options here. My number and my contact information will be listed below, so you can reach out to me. We've done tons and tons of short sales and have helped lots of people over the years. So getting on with the list, I wrote everything down so I wouldn't forget. And number 6 is a short refi. This is a very rare option, but it is another option. You actually would have to have awesome credit and be underwater. So it's a short payoff combination into a new loan. So very, very few people would be able to qualify for this, but depending upon your situation, that might be just the option that you needed to hear today to get you on the right path to stay in your home and to move forward and not have to move. So that's why we're here, giving you guys different options. And today we're talking about the 12 different ways that we can help you stop foreclosure. So you've either taken a forbearance, you've done a deferment, you're behind on your mortgage payments, and you've got a foreclosure date. 12 ways to stop, buy you more time to be able to actually get your head wrapped around what you want to do and decide and talk to a professional like myself about your options and what is in your best interest moving forward. So number 7, believe it or not, some of you guys might be like, what's a TRO? Well, that's a temporary restraining order. And you're like, what the heck? Well, 24 to 48 hours, you have to have legitimate reasons, but it buys you time. It's just not a Band-Aid. You do have to hire a lawyer, there's bond money, and you also need money. So that's not for everybody, but if you have a weird situation that, hey, just another option. And that was number 7. So getting to number 8, this is one, whether it's chapter 7 or chapter 13, a chapter 7 bankruptcy is where you just put everything in the bankruptcy, and it gives you some time to go through your bankruptcy, get yourself together, and be able to get out of the house. You can put your house into the bankruptcy on chapter 7 or chapter 13. Chapter 13 is actually a reorganization, so you could reorganize your debt and not put your house in the bankruptcy and still be able to stay in your house and, maybe save your cars. I'm not a bankruptcy attorney. I would suggest that you go out and do your own due diligence on that part. I'm just reading some information here that I found. So do your own homework here, guys. Let's see. So the bankruptcy actually gives you options, and you don't have to complete it. You just have to start it. So, there's no magic fairy dust here in any of these options. One's not going to be the cure-all to get you to stay in your house and all of a sudden everything's going to be hunky-dory, because there's going to be some hard work. There's going to be some paperwork that you're going to have to put into this. You're going to have to make some phone calls, and you're going to have some really great communication, either with a real estate professional like myself or an attorney or a bankruptcy attorney. So there is some legwork that you guys will have to do in order to make sure that you're doing the due diligence to make sure that you get what you want at the end of the day, whether it's stay in your house, get rid of the house, get some relocation money, get some grant money, buy you some more time, whatever the case may be. So number 9 is pay off all the arrears. So this is one of these where you could find an investor. They could do a subject to, maybe you have some assets like a boat or jewelry, something that you've paid off or whatever. You've just gotten into a really hard situation and you just have the seller signed deed. So again, all these different options and stuff, link below. Give us a call. Subject to, basically an investor would come, pay off their arrears, and take over your mortgage payments. But they're going to have to get that mortgage current. So at the end of the day, maybe you get buy a little bit more time because you have an investor. They'll give you 60 days. They buy your house, and then you have some time to move on. So deed to the house and the rights to the house with your own cash. Okay, so they'll do a little wrap, all that good stuff there. Awesome opportunity for an investor and for yourself as a seller. If that's something that you want to look into more, hey, just comment below and reach out. We'll tell you a little bit more about that program. And number 10, a lot of people, I remember way back in 2007 and 8 when there was a lot of short sales and foreclosures and stuff, we've met with sellers and they're like, hey, I'm going to just go do a deed in lieu. Well, you could do a deed in lieu, and what that actually means is the seller gives the deed back to the bank and hands over the keys. Usually it's cash for keys, CFK, cash for keys, and the bank will give you X amount of dollars for you to leave the property broom swept clean, not taking the appliances and all the cabinets out of the kitchen like we saw way back when. And that is just another option, but I don't always recommend this for everybody, but it will stop the foreclosure doing that process, doing the deed in lieu. Deed in lieu and a short sale, you're actually would probably buy you more time if you did a short sale, just as much paperwork for a deed in lieu as there is on a short sale. People don't realize that, but you just don't hand your keys over, and at the end of the day, you pack your stuff and you leave and you're all done. There is paperwork that needs to be done on that. Number 11, gosh, we're almost down to the end. Thank you guys for staying and listening. We got number 12 coming up, and sometimes number 12 is the one that you needed to stay on to listen to, because that might have been the option for you. But number 11 is basically you do a short sale. Do a short sale. You call a real estate professional like myself. We come over, we consult with you, we tell you what the paperwork is, we get some stuff signed by you, we get an authorization sent over to the bank so we can talk to the bank on your behalf. That's first and foremost. And then we market your property just like we would any other regular sale. There's no sign that goes short sale here like it was way back then. No, it's just for sale. But in the MLS, it does show that it needs third-party approval, which basically means the bank has to approve the short sale, because they're going to have some work that they're going to put in. But at the end of the day, a short sale for the bank is much more financially better for them as opposed to doing a foreclosure, because it just costs them so much money to do a foreclosure. Hey, and guess what? Number 12, maybe you have a family member or you know somebody that you could borrow some money and you pay off the loan balance. That would be plan A. If I was you, looking around, seeing how you could borrow some money from somebody to get your loan current, knowing that you have a job and that you're able to foreseeable in the future, keep that going, that would be great. Plan A, I would say a loan mod. Plan B, get a contract on your house going, with the verbiage, null and void if your loan mod isn't approved. So that whole scenario is if an investor came and bought your property and they paid off the balance. So plan A, like I just said, doing a loan mod, or plan B would be having that investor come and paying off the loan, either you paying off the loan or this other person where they're putting a contract in on a property. So lots and lots of different information. The Fed's 2023, with all the rising interest rates and everything that is going on in our economy, the war in Russia and Ukraine, and I could just go on and on, starting, with 3 years ago with the pandemic, but they're stopped the moratorium as of last November 2021. It is now in 2022, and the banks are foreclosing. And I've got information, I've got maps, I've got lists of people in this area that are getting foreclosed on. The banks are moving forward. So if you've gotten a letter with a sale date, or you're just simply behind, or that in the foreseeable future that you're not going to be able to keep up with your mortgage payments, make sure that you give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, reach out however you can, days, nights, weekends. We're working with people like yourself, homeowners, and it is a stressful time and it's very emotional time, because there's probably, besides getting that foreclosure notice or not having a job, you're losing your house, it's stressful on the whole entire family, yourself, your friends, everybody around. It's just a very, it can be a lot less stressful if you work with a professional like myself that have been in the trenches, have done it, and can guide you and let you know what is the best direction for you. And as always, I'm Barbara Jennings, and click that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified of all these different videos that I'm doing every single week, trying to put as much information out there on my YouTube channel, short sale, real estate consultants and advisors, to help you guys navigate this world of the deferments and the forbearance and the short sales and the different options to stop foreclosure. So I hope this video was very helpful. So until the next time, guys, we'll see you later. And remember to watch some of my other videos that I did. They're very informative.